Hello, chimpanzee volunteers. Welcome to another tutorial to help you participate in the Zooniverse Chimpanzee project. This tutorial describes how to add keywords to video clips you watch here on Chimpanzee to help us collect and organize them. This process is called hashtagging, or just tagging. Tagging is one of the most important ways that chimpanzee volunteers can help us organize the thousands of video clips recorded at a research site. You'll learn how tagging works, how to tag videos yourself, and then how to search for videos using tags. Tagging allows someone to easily search for videos that display a particular species or behavior. For instance, you might want to find all of the videos that show chimps carrying food. Correctly tagged videos provide our research team with information about species and behaviors present in the video. They write scripts to filter the information. This allows them to ask research questions and collect results for publication. During the Classify workflow, volunteers are asked to identify the species of animal that you see, how many of them you see, and where and what they're doing. But none of that information is turned into tags, and it has limited usefulness. So we ask our volunteers to enter some of this information again via tagging. Adding these tags is completely optional, but we hope that you do. Tagging behavior is especially important for chimp videos. So we'll start at the Classify workflow. First of all, if the video you watched has no animals in it, there's no need to do any additional tagging. But if it does, and you'd like to add some tags, click the Done and Talk button. When you click the Done and Talk button, the subject page for that video displays within the talkboard for the site. Scroll down below the video to see if there are any other comments. In this example, you can see that someone has already tagged this video. If you believe that the tags are correct, then there's no need to add the same hashtags again. But if you're certain that a tag is wrong, or if there are no tags yet at all, then you can add new tags to the video. This video has been correctly tagged already. You can see that the person who tagged this video inserted the two most important tags, the species tag and the site tag. He also tagged to indicate that the diker was reacting to the camera, which is a behavior. See, it's not a lot of work. You just need to become familiar with the tags, plus a few rules that good tagging requires. Let's look at the site and species tag in more detail. The site name can be found by clicking the small I icon below the video. This video was captured at the Glowing Cloud site, so in the comment, you would type #GlowingCloud. It doesn't matter which tag comes first or last. Before you add a species tag, make sure you are really confident that you can correctly identify it. That's rule number 1. If you aren't sure, do a little research. Here's how. Each site has its own species cheat sheet that lists the species that you'll see in the site's videos. You can find the cheat sheet in the resource index located in the site's main talkboard. Study the photos in the cheat sheet and compare them to the animal in your video. If you're trying to decide whether to choose a diker or antelope, it can be a little confusing because a diker is an antelope. Plus, many of the dikers look similar, so which one should you choose? Here are a couple of rules for this. If you see a diker but you're not sure which kind it is, just tag it as Diker. Don't guess. But if you're sure that it's not a Diker, then you can use the antelope tag. If the cheat sheet doesn't help, then have a look at the field guide. This can be found by clicking the Field Guide tab attached to the right scroll bar. Let's look at a video that hasn't been tagged yet. Is this a Diker or a hog? If you're still not sure about the animal's species, then say so in the comment, but don't add any species tag at all. That will signal the moderator that the comment needs their attention. Or you can create a new comment under the video and add the tag #need_ID. This signals the moderator to identify the species, apply the correct tag, and delete the comment. But make sure that the need ID tag is by itself in a separate comment. What happens if you don't put the need ID tag in a separate comment, and instead you put it in the same comment as the rest of the tags you've entered? Well, a moderator will contact you and ask you to delete or strike through the need ID tag. This is really time-consuming, and if you don't respond, then the moderator will eventually have to delete the entire comment. That destroys valuable data, such as your correct hashtags or your question. So it's a bit of a waste of time for everyone. Remember when we were in the field guide? Note the link at the very top. It points to the official hashtag list. Be sure to use only hashtags in this list. That's rule number 2. Not only will this ensure that you're using an official tag, it will ensure that you're using the correct spelling of the tag. We'll have a closer look at that official list in just a minute. When you start typing a tag after the pound sign, a pop-up list of suggested keywords will appear. But don't be fooled here. This isn't a list of official tags. It's a list of all tags that other people have entered. If they misspelled a tag or used a tag that isn't in the official list, you'll still see it in this list. This list is a handy shortcut if you know for sure that the tag is official and is spelled correctly. If you don't know that, then find out before you select one of these tags. The reason that correct spelling is so important is because our scientists work with the hashtags that you provide to help find videos. If you misspell a tag, then the video won't appear in the correct tag group, and the scientists won't be able to find it when they do a search. In addition to correctly spelling a tag, be sure to use its singular form, even if you see several of the same animals. For example, if you see a few hogs, you would tag hog and not hogs. What happens if you misspell a tag or enter a tag that isn't in the official list? Once again, a moderator will contact you and ask you to delete the wrong tag. We don't want that, so please pay attention to how you tag. There are a few special rules if you're tagging chimpanzee videos or videos with gorillas in them. Always use the short form chimp and not chimpanzee. This makes it easier for non-English speaking people. Count the number of animals in the video and add a tag with that number, but don't use the number tag for any other species. Tag the behavior. Here it is tool use. The stick is used to dig a hole. This chimp wants to get at some termites and they're underground. So the tags we use here are chimp, 3_chimp, tool_use, termites, underground, and glowing cloud for the site name. Separate the tags with a space, and don't use spaces between words in a single tag. Use an underscore. You can add other tags for things that you see, such as male, female, adult, juvenile, but make sure that the tags are in the official list. Let's talk about that list now. In most social media platforms, such as Twitter and Instagram, you're allowed or even encouraged to create your own tag for something. On Chimpanzee, we have a list of official, authorized tags that must be used. We showed you how to link to it from the field guide, but here's the path from the Chimpanzee homepage. Click the Talk link. Select Guides and Lists. Look for a red pinned discussion for the official keyword hashtag list. At the top of the list, you'll see explanations about why we use hashtags and how to use them. Although we've already covered most of this in this video, please read this information again. You can even subscribe to this list so that you'll know when it's updated or when new tags are added. Below that, in Part 1, you'll find chimp-specific keywords. Use these only in chimp videos. Some of the keywords link to additional details. It's important that you study those before you use the hashtag. If you're not sure whether or not a keyword applies to a certain scene, you can always ask a moderator. But remember Rule 1. Don't tag when you're not sure or when you're asking a question. Below the list of chimp-specific tags, Part 2 lists hundreds of possible tags to use for other things you see in the video. Take the time to get familiar with the species and the possible tags you can use. Although you can certainly scroll through the list if you want to hunt for a tag, you can also press Ctrl F to search for it. For example, if you search for termites, you'll see not only the correct termites tag, but also several tags to describe more specific information. If you still can't find the tag you're looking for and you think it's something important, please don't just create it. There is an entire discussion dedicated to proposing new tags. You can find it in the resource index. All right, now that you know how to tag videos, let's look at an example of how you can actually use tags to your advantage. Let's say that you've watched a video where you heard a chimp screaming. You're not sure if scream would be the correct tag for this behavior, so you'd like to watch a couple more videos that have been tagged with scream to help you decide. You can enter #scream in the search box of a site's talkboard. This will display the tag group containing all the videos tagged with scream. All videos that are tagged with the same hashtag are grouped this way into tag groups so that they can be easily retrieved. Oh, and another cool thing. You can click on a tag anywhere on Chimpanzee Talk, and you'll get a tag group listing all subjects tagged by the same keyword. You can see how powerful tags are and why it's so important to tag the video clips. We really appreciate when our volunteers use the Classify workflow, but hopefully now you realize how much additional information you can provide by tagging the clips. This gives our scientists a lot of insight into the information contained in the videos and gives you easy access to this information as well.